follow me on social media, you've probably noticed that I talk about lots of different supplements that I like to take, partially because I need to take supplements and partially because I just really enjoy it. It's mostly for vanity reasons. Now, I want to be really clear. If your doctor has never told you that you need to take any supplements, then don't feel the need to take supplements. If you're even considering taking supplements, you should actually always check with your doctor. I almost always check with my doctors whenever I'm considering a new type of supplement, just to make sure, one, it's not going to interact in a negative way with any of the other supplements that they actually want me to take or with any medications that I'm currently taking. I also check with my doctors to just make sure it's not going to have a negative effect on any of the things that I deal with in my life, in my health and everything. The other thing to keep in mind with supplements is that it's an industry that isn't as heavily regulated. There are some regulations for sure and some compliance. It's not, the Wild West when it comes to supplements, but it's not as heavily regulated as even skincare. So just keep that in mind. What you're getting quality-wise and also what brands can claim the products do, it's still a little bit looser, but they can't completely lie to you. And obviously, if there were a big issue with the supplement, we would probably end up hearing about it, but it's not as heavily regulated as other industries can be. So first, let's start with the supplements that I actually have to take because it's required for my health and my doctors have asked me to take these kinds of supplements. The first one being iron. I go up and down with my iron deficiencies. I've never been diagnosed as anemic. I do have something called pernicious anemia, which actually has to do with B12 and not with iron. I kind of go back and forth, and it especially was bad after my last pregnancy. I became severely anemic for that pregnancy and right after. And then I started taking my supplements, and it actually took a year for me to really get back to normal with my iron. And that was from taking my iron supplements. The brand that I like the most when it comes to iron is a brand called Thorne, and that's Thorne with an E at the end of it. For me, it's been a really great brand because it's easy to take. And that's really how I judge most supplements. If a supplement makes me feel queasy or nauseous or just feels like it's very hard for me to stomach it, then I'm never gonna finish taking it. It's never gonna be a product that I can continue using. Thorne makes really easy little capsules. It's easy to just swallow them. You don't taste it, you don't burp it, nothing. And I feel like it works really well. The next supplement is B12. I just said that I have something called pernicious anemia. What's funny is I actually took this really elaborate health test years ago when I was a health writer for Forbes magazine. That actually was the test that helped get me to a diagnosis of pernicious anemia. And that's because this test found out that I don't produce something called intrinsic factor. And I'm not gonna get into all the details of it because it can be really confusing. And it was explained to me so many times before I finally understood it. Because I don't produce this intrinsic factor, my body doesn't absorb B12 from my food, any kind of oral supplement. I can't orally take anything that's going to replenish my B12 levels. So I actually have to get B12 injections. This is actually something that when we found out I had it, I was severely low in B12. And I actually found out that your body kind of stores B12 in it too. So I was so severely low that I didn't even have storage of B12 in my body. I was really, really low. So I ended up having to get B12 injections every week for a while before I got back to a level that was considered to be more normal. And then from there, I had to do B12 injections every month. And then I started to kind of find more of a balance, and it turned into something where I don't have to take B12 every month anymore. I really just have to take it when my levels seem like they're dipping a little bit. And I can usually feel it because I get a little bit more lethargic and I can feel just my energy levels aren't the same. And my memory is really where it comes down. When I can't recall words really quickly and I feel like I'm just struggling a little bit, I can always tell when it's my B12 levels, and I'll go get checked. Turns out I just need a B12 injection. But it turns out it only works for you if your body actually needs it. So if your body doesn't need it, it's probably not going to do much for you. So not everybody needs it. And you really need to go get your levels checked to determine whether you need B12 or not. Because I know that it can be really trendy to get B12 injections, but not everybody's going to benefit from it. Now we'll move on to the supplements that I like to take just because I enjoy taking them and I see a difference in my hair or my skin. It's mostly for vanity reasons that I take these supplements, and I'm okay with that. I really like supplements. Again, always check with your doctor before you take supplements, but I really enjoy these supplements. The first one is my multivitamin. My doctors have asked me to take my multivitamins, but they're never really that concerned. They just always suggest it. And I kind of got in a habit through my pregnancies with taking a multivitamin. And the multivitamin brand that I love the most is Ritual. I feel like they're really transparent, or at least they seem to be pretty transparent about the ingredients that they're using, the amount of the ingredients that they're using, and the fact that they don't have any filler ingredients. The capsules are really easy to swallow. I never feel like I'm burping it up. They have a little bit of like a flavor or scent. It just depends on which one you're taking. If you're doing the regular multivitamin, it's kind of a minty flavor and scent. If you're doing the prenatal, it's more of a citrus scent, which is very helpful when everything makes you nauseous while you're pregnant. So I really like these supplements. I've been taking it for years, and it's just been my go-to brand for my multivitamins. The next supplement that I love is Vital Protein's Collagen Peptides. My favorite is truly just the regular collagen peptides that don't have any flavor. It's just so easy to use that I almost put it in everything. If it's something blended, for instance, it's a guarantee that I'm going to put my collagen peptides in it because I see benefits from it and I enjoy using it. And because it's unflavored, it doesn't mess with the flavor profile of whatever it is I'm making, whether it's a smoothie or oatmeal or anything. I put it in almost anything that it can be in, and it's so easy to use. I get my vitamin C intake, some hyaluronic acid that taken orally has been shown to help with skin hydration and everything. I think there need to be more studies, but I can definitely see a difference. And more importantly, I love collagen peptides. I know that there are a lack of studies out there that show they can really do a lot, but I think more studies are starting to happen. When you just talk to people who use collagen peptides, myself included, we see a difference. We see a difference in our hair, we see a difference in our skin, we see a difference in our nails. I mean, look at my nails. I was on vacation with my kids, and then I came over here and started working, and I have not had a chance to get a manicure, and my nails are out of control long. I don't even want them this long, but they are so strong, partially because I take my collagen peptides at least a few times a week. Next up is Interglow Age Defense Vitamins. I have talked about this brand before. I really think it's a great brand. I also really love Heliocare, which is pretty much the same kind of product. I just feel like Interglow is a lot better, but you do pay more of a premium for Interglow. Both of these products are supplements that you take orally that give you more antioxidants that help defend your skin or protect your skin from the sun and free radical damage. Neither of them take the place of sunscreen. I wish. But when you're a person like me who deals with melasma and you're really sensitive to the sun every day, this just gives you that added boost of protection for your skin, and I love it. I take these supplements every single day, especially if I'm going to be out in the sun. You take it like an hour before you go outside. It helps protect your skin so much more. I actually wonder why this isn't a bigger deal. Like, why haven't people started talking about at least Heliocare, which is fairly inexpensive for what you're getting with it. And it's also just really easy to take. When it comes to Interglow, I like it even more because it offers even more benefits for your skin and your hair, which is why it's a little bit more pricey as well. It's also a smaller company, but both of them have an ingredient called Polypodium leucotomus, which is an antioxidant ingredient that comes from a fern, and it's been proven to help protect your skin from the sun. And I think that's amazing. If you're the kind of person that has skin that's very sensitive to the sun, if you're very light skinned, if you have red hair, if you have an autoimmune disease like lupus, these are really great supplements that you should take. I just happen to like the Interglow vitamins more because they just give you more benefits. Either of them would be really good, but they're both really great. And if you have skin that's sensitive to the sun, if you have any ailment like me, like melasma, that's really sensitive to the sun, you'll love this. Next up in supplements that I love, there is a brand that heavily targeted me when it came to the social media ads, and that is Cymbiotika. They targeted me. It was actually funny because I was looking at the settings in my Facebook and I was looking at like ad targeting, and there was only one brand that was targeting me heavily, and it was Cymbiotika. So I even confirmed. They just knew I'm the kind of person that's gonna give into a supplements, probably because I'm Googling supplements all the time, specifically the ones that I use from them. And specifically, it's the Magnesium L-Threonate. That one is delicious. That's like the biggest deal for me. I feel like it's easy to absorb in my body. That's one of the biggest deals with magnesium. If you've ever used magnesium, it can kind of feel like there are so many different ways to get it into your body. You can use it as a topical, in a spray, in an oil, in a lotion. You can even like bathe in it, or you can take oral supplements. But the biggest issue with oral supplements is it's hard to get absorption with magnesium. And I'm not even saying that this is the brand that has mastered absorption, but it feels like it's an easy absorption just in the way that you take it as well. It comes in this little pouch that is flavored. It's delicious. First off, it actually tastes so good. It's a lot of natural ingredients when it comes to the flavoring, like vanilla beans. So you're not getting artificial flavoring, which is a big deal to me as well, just because I don't like the way artificial sweeteners and stuff taste. I can't stand it. And then you're getting the benefits of magnesium. If you don't know what magnesium does for you, it does so much. Everyone can benefit from magnesium, unless of course your doctor tells you not to. But magnesium helps to calm you. It helps your muscles heal if you are working out a lot. It helps you even with your bowel movements. It helps your memory, all of it. It is such a great supplement to have in your system. The other supplement I take is the vitamin D3+K2+CoQ10. I like to do it right under my tongue. It doesn't taste amazing. It's not hard to take, and it definitely doesn't make me feel nauseous. It's just an okay flavor, but it's easy to take. Vitamin D is a supplement that my doctors have asked me to take because I'm constantly low in vitamin D. I've been low in vitamin D for at least the past 15 years. And no matter how much vitamin D supplement I take, it seems like I've never not been low in vitamin D. And apparently that's a lot of the population, according to my doctors. And then last, I love this brand so much. It's called 8 Greens, and I am obsessed with their peach gummies. I want to say that I'm taking it for my health and for vanity reasons, but really I'm taking it because I love the taste of the peach gummies. All of the gummies are delicious, don't get me wrong. The peach ones have my heart, and you're only really supposed to eat like 2 to 4 max in one day, but I love them so much that I find myself kind of cheating a little bit and like eating a couple more than I'm supposed to. I just know that I'm getting my greens, 8 greens to be specific. I'm getting spirulina, I'm getting wheatgrass, I'm getting kale, I'm getting aloe, there's algae, there's just all these different greens that have lots of nutrients for you in each of these gummies. It just makes me feel like I'm choosing the healthier option when I want a snack, because I am a candy gummy fiend. I'd much rather have my greens vitamins that taste delicious over just pure candy. And those are my favorite supplements right now. Some of them actually have been in my life for a long time. I've been pretty committed. Some of them a little bit newer. If there are supplements that you're taking that you think are just great, please let me know, because I am always open to looking at brands. If there's a supplement that you like for vanity reasons, I'm curious about that too. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. You can find me on social media. I'm at Susan Yara, and I'll talk to you soon.